have I done something else? I can't remember now. It's like... It is 8:30 a.m. I have a whole day to sew, and I will clear up at the end because after the quilt festival tomorrow, but I reckon I've got 9 or 10 hours to sew. So let's see what happens. But first of all, I realised I need to stock up on lunch and dinner, because if I don't, it will be dominoes. So I need to make better decisions. So I'm going to go and get some lunch and some dinner, and then I will start the timer once I start sewing. Now, this is not a race to get as much done as possible. It's what can I do when I have the space, when I have the time. So I'll take you along with me, because some of it will be straight sew, some of it will be experiments. I think there's going to be a bit of a pattern test. So yeah, let's see what happens when I've got a whole uninterrupted day. Okay, this is the state of the room from last night when I stopped sewing. Right, I'm calling the start of the whole day, many hours of sewing. It's 10 a.m. I am sticking my headphones on. I'm putting Loki on, which I'm rewatching on Disney. I love Tom Hiddleston. Had my breakfast, snacks. I've not even started yet. Snacks are available, lunch is planned, dinner is planned, first wash is out, another wash will go out, just washing some fabric that arrived. And I'm going to call the starting of the time at 10. So what am I going to do first? It's a good question. I don't really want to finish what I was working on yesterday. So yesterday I worked on a top version of the first raised dress. I extended the length down. I'm thinking of put a facing on the bottom. So I've done that. I need to put buttons on. I'm loving the way the shirring is done. So that is mostly ready, because it's to go with these trousers, which are celebrated chanterelle. And look, I've put the rick-rack down there as well. I actually hacked it and put an inseam pocket in. I've just got to stitch on the elastic now, so I've got my pins in ready to do that. I might do that first, or I might start a different project. That's what I'm going to do for my first little bit of time. I'm going to start the timer, but it's a little bit of mulling first. o'clock. I have survived on strawberries till this point after having my breakfast, so definitely need to stop right now for some lunch. I will show you after my lunch what I've done so far. There's been some unpicking and some things where I'm not sure, and I've found some other things that needed finishing. But yeah, getting a bit of brain ache, so I'm just stopping for a bit. It's time to decide after that, do I make the tops that I didn't make that I cut out the other day, or do I do a pattern test? Right, let's have a post-lunch catch up. So I think I've got 5 hours that I can keep going because I need to leave a bit of time for clearing up. So I don't have to use it all, but that's the reality of what I've got. So I'd say I'm probably about halfway through. I have made a cord, which is the chanterelle trousers and the top. I haven't finished the bottom of the top or put the buttons on yet because the jury is out. I don't know. I wanted it to look fabulous, and I'm like, maybe I just need to style it up. As I say, jury is out right now on that. Then I made a jacket, and I am very happy with the jacket. Here it is. I've used 2 colours of bias binding, yellow for around the neck and on the sleeves, and blue at the bottom. Thank you to the lovely Emma who came on my live where I was planning my summer makes. She suggested turn this into a jacket, and it is. It's a perfect light throw on where you just want a little something, but nothing too hot. Loving it. So that was a win. Great from that. So that was made from the Havea jacket. Short on the sleeves, short on the body, no pockets. But yeah, loving that. Then I finished my twig and tail, sorry, brain stop there, twig and tail meadow skirt. Just got to hem it. So this one I chose to do the pleats at the front, not the gathers. 2 turns of elastic at the back. I made this this is a fabric I got from Wasted Fabrics, and it's lovely and soft. It's a swishy viscous. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Then I finished a Westcliff dress that I've been sewing since last summer. Why I haven't finished, don't know. But now I've put it on, I did the neckband with the stripes going down, and I've realised there's no stretch. So it's really tight around my neck, and of course I've fitted it in. So I'm having a bit of life regrets. I don't even know if I've got any of the fabric left because I made a t-shirt with some of it. I do think unless I unpick that neckband, I'm not going to wear it. So I've got 2 choices. I take the top off it and just make a skirt, or I fix the neckband. I need to have a think about that. Bit of a sad face on that one. I have a new Craft House everyday dress cut out of like a mesh that I just haven't sewn up. So I'm going to change my overlocker threads for black, and I'm just going to whip it up because, well, I just need to. I'm just fed up with it hanging around. And then I've decided I'm going to whip up a couple of those tops that I cut out the other day, and then I'm going to settle down, I'm going to tidy them and then settle down to a couple of the pattern tests I've got. So I've got a pattern test for Sew Like Patterns, which is a dress. I've got the honey dress, and I can't remember who it's by, to pattern test, and then a sample to sew up of the new Weekend Sewing Club tie dress and top. Right, I've eaten some food, I had some crumpets, and I am now do some tops for a bit. obsessed with this pattern. I need to move the bust dart up though. That'll be okay. So I've made my first Helen's Closet Reynolds top, not finished, but I'm loving it already. And how have I managed to twist that when I tried really hard? Right, just took myself outside to sit outside for a minute. I have had a little tidy, not a big tidy, but a little tidy. And now I am working on a pattern test for Sew Like Shop. I did the squig skirt by her recently, and now I'm doing the Winard's dress. Can I just say, I really love the way she writes. Here she says, the Winard dress is designed based on someone who is 5'4". Great, because only 2 inches too longer for me. To tailor the fit of your skirt to your beautiful body, please find detailed instructions on the adjustment page. I mean, it's just beautifully written. Really, really good instructions. I love that on the back of her instructions there's like a page where you can put all your notes as well. Sorry, up the other way. Project tracker. And it looks really exciting, so I'm gonna get started now. Well, my dinner is cooking. Sorry if you can hear the noise. I have a noisy oven. And it is 7 p.m. so I have been sewing since 10 this morning. That's right, isn't it? So 12, so it's 9 hours with probably about an hour break so far for hanging up the washing, eating my lunch, a bit of fuffing. Well, 8 to 8.5 hours I've been sewing so far. I have taken off my hose and put on other things and tried on things many times. I'm pleased to say I have now made 2 out of the 4 tops I've cut out. I've made them to a point where I know if I like them, and that was part of it, was do I like them? So that will be a whole separate review. I've mostly made the toile of the Sew Like Shop pattern. I still have 2 other pattern companies, but I think tonight I will probably just cut them out because my brain is running out of like new instruction reading. I have read a lot of instructions today. What left? So I probably want about 2 hours, and in that time I need to eat my dinner, tidy up, finish off to a point where my brain feels like I've brought things to a conclusion, because that is a critical part that I find with myself, is if I don't bring things to a point where I feel like I've come to a stop, my brain can struggle to shut off because it's like it doesn't feel we've had conclusion. So I don't want to overdo it because I need to be ready tonight to leave for tomorrow for the quilt festival. I think while I'm here, I mentioned this a while ago in my time saving vlog. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it up here. That one was one where I talked about 5 things that help me save more time when I'm sewing, just in general, and one of those is Gusto. So the good news is I don't need to do any more shopping because I can go out tomorrow, enjoy my day at the Festival of Quilts, because tomorrow will be arriving my next Gusto box. I've realised I've been with them about 8 years now, and it will arrive tomorrow. I always get mine on a Sunday because DPD delivers on a Sunday and they're really trackable and reliable. And if there's a problem, they're really easy to contact. And that means I've got 5 meals arriving tomorrow. Right now, the offer is really good. It's like, if you want to use my code below, you get 70% or something off. It can vary, but it's really good right now. So if you are interested, I would recommend it. Their choice is huge. That's the sound of my dinner ready. So I will pop the link below because it really does help lighten the load and save me time, and they're delicious. So it is something past 8. I am going to do one last little bit, which I'll come back on and show you at the end, but I've tidied up. The mess is gone, and apart from sorting out my washing, which is mostly fabric, I just want to take stock of the day. So I finished today the chanterelles, which are these, and the matching top. I need the buttons on, but I think it works well together. Sharing worked first time, so I have a Janome memory craft. I put the tension on 8 and then moved it up to 9. I put my stitch length on 3.5 and I put my bobbin in the bobbin winder and then hand control the shearing elastic onto it so I don't hand wind it. That creates the right tension for me and that's worked really well, so I'm really happy with that. Then I have finished, apart from the hem, the Helen's Closet Reynolds top. Loving that. I do know for future makes I need to bring up the bust dart, it's too low, I need to shift that up. The pattern has a cuff-like hem. I don't want that because I don't like my tops hanging out, so that will be just finished. I have enough of this fabric to either make a skirt or trousers, so again it could look like a jumpsuit. Or yeah, so jury's out, let me know what you think. Should I make a skirt? Should I make trousers? It's super soft, it's really lovely. It's a digital printed viscose. I bought mine from Oh So Crafty in person, but I have seen it in quite a few places, but it is lovely and soft. Helen's Closet Ashton, I like it. I did the bias binding, that's the inside I've got there for the sleeve. There's two options. There's a facing which sort of fits across like this, or bias binding. Don't like the bias binding, don't like the effect it gives, but I wanted to try it, that's why I trialled it. And I think I need to bring it up on the shoulder, which is not uncommon for me. This arm is a bit too low for me if I'm wearing this as a sleeveless top, so I think it needs to come up a bit. So I'd need to bring up the shoulder, reshape the neck, but that's what a toile is for. And if you're going to wear a simple top, I think they once said it on the Great British Sewing Bee, if you go for a simple pattern, then the quality of the sew is really noticeable. And I feel that with like a simple pattern like this, interestingly the bust dart was in the right place though. So if I bring up the shoulder, I might just recut the armhole correctly. But if, you know, I want to toile it because with a simple make like this, and by simple what I mean is there's not a lot of details, it's the fabric doing the talking when you wear it. What I was hoping I'd finish today but I haven't shown you yet, is a little top that I'm going to do a whole video about summer woven tops, I think. And there's another one. So here is the finished skirt. So you've got inset pockets. Why am I having trouble finding them? There they are, inset pockets. 2 channels of elastic at the back, flat front. I did the pleated version. You can do a gathered. It's nice and long. That's Twig and Tail Meadow. Like it, I have to say, it's very similar to the Fernway culottes. Very similar, like waistband pleating construction. So I'd say if you've made one, the other one would be, and you can remember how to make it, would be pretty dreamy. So I like that they're very identical like that. There is an optional waist tie you can add as well. The Westcliff with the neckband that has no give at all, look. Nothing, well, at all. It's got a smidge, but it's not got enough. I don't even know if that's the neckband. I think that's this fabric giving. I don't know. It's not right, and I can't wear it as it is. It's like pulling on my neck with the weight of my chest. So jury is out on what to do. Should I unpick the neckband and just unpick the point where it goes into the waist, because obviously it's gone right into the waist there, and put a new neckband on? If I haven't got any of this fabric, just do like a plain pink or a plain cream neckband. A bit scared of doing plain cream. Sad day, because I love the Westcliff dress. Jacket we've talked about. That was a Havea jacket by Megan Nelson. Hacked. Someone said the Havea is quite expensive. If you buy it direct from her website, it is less expensive. But I have had my bang for my buck out of it. I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 6th make using the pattern. So £12 a make, that makes it £2 per make. at £14. It's like £12.40 or something. And then, I can't fully show you it yet, but I'll give you a sneak peek. This is the pattern test for the So Like shop. Lovely. Ooh, okay, that's all I'm showing you. It is a toile. Narrow shoulder situation, square neck, not too much here. So, gonna need to look at that, but I will message the pattern designer, because that's the point of the pattern test, isn't it, and see what she thinks. So what am I going to do with my time before I need to go and have a bath and go to bed? I did think about this earlier. Choices, you'll have to wait and see. Okay, it's 9:30 at night and I should be getting into bed. I should be winding down. I should be switching my brain off. But I can't, because I've just had a moment of inspiration about a matching top to go with these fabulous trousers, which are in my chanterelle wide leg trouser video. So I've been messing around with rib, and I've literally squeezed into the black ribbing that I've got. I've got double thickness on here, and I've realised that if I make straps out of the leftovers, just bear with a minute. Look at that strap, and then look with the trousers. Oh my god, that's like the best outfit ever. Okay, I am extremely happy, and I can't go to bed now until I've made the straps.